And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the St. Clair stream once again for Overwatch TESPA. I did not cast CSGO, sadly. However, I am back with Danners. How you doing?
I am exhausted. It's been a long but fantastic day of collegiate esports between League of Legends and Counter-Strike. But unfortunately for them, those were both losses. But we get to see for the very first time on stream, this is
Redemption.
week 2, and we get to see how our Overwatch team does. This is, of course, TESPA Varsity. Second week, we had week 1, and we won it quite decisively, to say the least.
We did. We memed that a little bit in the pregame, but the reason why we won it decisively was because it was a forfeit. So this is kind of like the first time they're all playing together on a squad, and we're excited.
Yeah, in a sense, this is our season opener, at least in terms of the stream. So I'm excited to see. It's been a brand new team, and I'm looking forward to seeing them go.
Exactly.
They've been constantly in the nest practicing, just grinding it out. Even if it's not a scheduled practice time, this team has been in here pretty much at least once every other day.
Whenever I walk by the nest, you always see 3 members of the Overwatch team in here, just practicing, grinding, whatever you need to do. The reason why I wanted to cast it, I'm not much of an Overwatch fan myself. However, Colin is the main tank, and he's my main co-caster, so I'm going to flame him. No, I'm kidding.
At least you're on this right away.
Exactly. No, but I'm very excited to watch this team play. It's the first time that we're going to be seeing them. We're going to be heading on to Oasis for map number 1 in this amazing best of 3 action as these players just wait and spawn in. Nice little overlays that we have as well, but we are just waiting to see which players are going to be spawning in first.
All right, so now if I was going to guess, I believe it is, of course, Seymour, your fellow co-commentator, is the lead, one of the lead tanks. You've got Crypt as the other tank. You have Walla on DPS. I believe you have Imp as well on DPS, and then Justin and Prince Wada. We got Wada and Walla. Let's not get that confused at all. But they're your support line for the St. Clair Saints.
And as our observer just waits and scouts out this map, just going to be learning this map a little bit. We're all kind of learning this as we're going on. They're going to be in the starting room. There is going to be a pause, but we are we see just a little bit of what the comp could be, and there's going to be They got to get out of the game for a second. They just got to
So as a part of the rule set to keep things easy to understand for those at home, you do turn the skins off. So you just get the defaults characters, so you know who's who, and
it's boring.
Okay. It may sometimes be, but I'd rather people not start counterpicking skins depending on the stage they're on.
That's true. Some can blend in with certain, colors, or maybe certain abilities can't be seen as well.
Yeah.
So just go back onto the basics, go back onto the original skin lines, and then hopefully everything will be okay.
And then I very well may have been incorrect, just from that very brief moment that we had in-game. Crypt was on May. May, of course, not being a tank. Meanwhile, Prince Wada was the one with the Reinhardt.
I think Prince Wada is the one that's the tank.
Yeah.
I know that the Overwatch team has been telling me that they've been playing a little bit of May. They've been really experimenting with that pick, which is really good. Colin memed to me earlier saying that he was going to pick the D.Va and do the worst D.Va bombs that we've ever seen. So maybe that can actually come true. What I'm kind of curious to see is if any of I don't think the competitive bans are here.
Not yet, I don't think.
No. So we're going to be seeing every single hero. I have to remember, it's not operator, it's not champion, it's hero. So gotta remember that, as we've been casting so many other games. Observer almost running into a wall, but it's fine.
Call him out like that. Come on now.
No, but it was close. It was a clutch. He clutched it. We're going to be seeing just this whole map, this beautiful Oasis map. If you guys don't know how this works, I believe it is just capture the point. You got to get the point up to 100%. The first team to win 2 maps in a row is going to be the victors, as the rest of these guys all get heroed up in the main spawn room.
Yeah, so once again, and Prince Wada's the one on the Reinhardt. Seymour, brain of the D.Va, so we get to see some D.Va bombs from him.
The Inting D.Va, yeah.
Yes. Imp is one of the supports. Justin's one of the supports.
Yes.
And then Walla and Crypt are your DPS.
Yeah, so we get to see this huge lineup come about. Hopefully, all of their practice really comes together today, since we know that they're a very powerful roster. On the other side, Northwood, we haven't really seen this squad too much. However, they also have a really nice setup, as we see the tank line going to be going over towards the right-hand side, maybe looking for some sort of a flank, as we see the D.Va as well as the Reinhardt. She's going to be playing that high ground to start this one off.
I don't recognize any of the players on Northwood squad, so it very well could be a new one compared to the last season. But Walla's going to get picked off extremely quickly. AJ's taking care of that one.
Yeah, he's going to be going back to spawn, hopefully just to try and reset his positioning. Seymour going to be on the point itself, taking a whole lot of damage. It's all good, though, as he right-clicks. Just tanks a little bit as he's just going to disengage the scenario. The healers definitely going to be healing him on up, as he has not died yet. These tanks are very, very tanky, as all of the supports are going to be in there, as the 2 kills are going to be going back and forth. Seymour grabs one, Crypt grabs another one, as Random Ranger going to grab the first frag of the round. Walla does switch on over to the McCree and is going to get popped, as Crypt ends up grabbing a really nice support kill. Imp going to grab the next one, as they want to try and shove off the rest of these members, as the 5-player kill streak going to be coming across for St. Clair Saints. Just grab the last 2 members off the point, capture the point itself, as they start the percentage run, as Seymour tries to blow off the Tracer off the point.
Seymour was single-handedly hanging on to that site. Meanwhile, Northwood had 6 players on.
Yep.
Yet he was still the one able to wait for the reinforcements to come out, and Crypt with a good shot on the Tracer. That was sick. But this is looking all
so
perfect
good
right now for the Saints. We have 3 ults on deck, but they probably don't even need them. They can hang on to this if they continue to push this right to their spawn.
Oh, yeah.
Seymour pushing in, just headstrong forward, taking out the Tracer again.
Seymour has been popping off so far, but it's all of the comms that are coming through for St. Clair that's really helping them out, as they've just been playing beautifully so far. They're already at 40%, almost halfway there. As we wait for all of these ultimates to come up, we see that the rest of Northwood, they have about 3 of them. St. Clair Saints, they're holding on to 4, and we're waiting for Walla and Prince Wada himself to wait for his own ultimate, as the Blizzard is going to be coming out. We also see the Deadeye, as it only grabs 1 member. It's going to grab Imp. Walla ends up trading 1 more. Walla's going to grab a double kill for himself, as he also has Deadeye. He wants to just try and turn around, flicks it, and grabs a really nice kill. Prince Wada going to back him up, as Phineas ends up going down. We also see the stun going out. Walla's going insane. This dude is crazy.
That was absolutely beautiful, and then the perfect part right now for St. Clair is they only used 2 ultimates in that engagement.
Yes.
They didn't fire everything, and that's a very common error that you do see in competitive, early stages competitive Overwatch. Everyone just front loads their ults, and now this next fight coming up, which could decide this game right here, right now.
Yeah.
They would have no utility whatsoever, but they have Sound Barrier and Deadeye.
Yeah, they're trying to flank here, try and get onto the point. You can see the contestant going to be going off. Walla right behind does not grab the kill. You saw the skull go down onto 1 player, but the May wall came up 99%. Now Seymour trying to disengage and just stall the scenario out, as May going to grab 1. Reinhardt on the enemy team going to grab a second one, as the rest of St. Clair try and disengage. Walla not able to do enough. Just kidding, as he grabs a double kill for himself. Just going to be disengaging this scenario for himself, as Northwood ends up grabbing the point right now, and this percent is going to start going, and the rest of Northwood just going to slowly build up that point.
I'm actually really surprised to see that St. Clair didn't commit even the Sound Barrier in that situation and just tried to force it, but at the same time, that's okay. Just kind of fall back. You'll have probably at least another 2 ultimates, and this is now a 1-team fight win.
Oh, yeah.
In this case, so yeah, 4 on board. We just got the Blizzard as well as the Ana ult. So okay.
Wow. Earthshatter could be huge here if they do want to use it. Try and push past any of the enemy team. Is going to be using the Shatter to whiff it for a little bit, but it's all good, as Seymour is going to be getting onto the point inside of the Blizzard. Now Crypto ends up grabbing a kill for himself. Random Ranger only going to be using his headshot on 1. Prince Wada grabs 1. Imp grabs 1 as well. Prince Wada going to be going in, grabs a double kill for themselves. The point is going to be contested, as only 1 member of Northwood is on it, and that is looking like it is going to be the round. The overtime timer has been going down, as there is only the Tracer on the outside of the point. Objective is going to be secured, as the rest of the St. Clair Saints have smiles on their faces after that round.
Absolutely, and they dang well should be. They took that fight in full stride, used all the ultimates, and just essentially cleared the board, essentially.
Yeah.
And any little stragglers they just chased with a hammer. Absolutely terrifying. And we're able to clean that one up. And then we're on to the part 2. So
yes,
it's not the exact same. It's still Oasis, but this is a different portion of it. But the objective is still the same. We're still trying to just contest this area right here.
Yes.
And this is your capture area.
The main areas we have to look at is the middle of the field, because you do not die if you do enter the middle of the area, but you do get knocked down to the bottom level where you have to climb up some stairs in order to come all the way back up as well. There is the right side that St. Clair Saints are currently looking at of going. However, there is going to be a couple of ice shards, and one actually lands on a headshot. It's going to force the Moira to just do a little bit of healing for her squad. We also see a little bit of the St. Clair Saints over on that right-hand side on top of the balcony over there. Walla going to grab their first kill, which is really, really good. Imp going to grab the second one for his squad. And this is when aggression really starts to hit, as we see Prince Wada as well as Seymour going to be in that front line trying to get down the critical members. Walla going to grab himself a double kill. Crypt as well going to right-click to his heart's content. And that's just going to be the point. Captured by St. Clair Saints.
Eventually the fight. Oh my gosh, Wall, a huge shot. Not even giving Random Rager a chance to breathe.
Oh no. He's just going to be headshotting all across this board. He's holding a very aggressive angle, and it's really nice that Seymour is behind him. Just for that right-click potential, just in case anybody comes across. Sen going to be dropped to half HP at the beginning of this as well. The shield coming in from Reinhardt also on very critical HP as well. We got to look at these ultimates. Who has their ultimates up? Phineas has dropped very, very low. Where is the healing? As we do see the Earth Shatter going to be coming across, but the wall is going to prevent it. It doesn't really matter, as Wall is going to grab the first kill here of the round. Deadeye going to be coming out. Who is he going to be able to grab? No one for the time being, as the rest of St. Clair wipe the field. It's just going to be the Deadeye that only catches Imp, but it does not matter because Wallace says, hey, I am still a hero. I am still a player. As he comes through, grabs a kill, and now the point is on 50%, and this is also match point of the first match, just for the St. Clair.
I actually feel really bad for Random Ranger. He goes in the right spot. Had that fight happened in the center where you would expect it to be, it would have been a perfect ultimate. However, there eventually gets to a point where in every team fight where you can just hold down W and just keep shooting.
Yeah.
And it just pushed all of Northwood away. Ult got wasted, and it's forcing Random Rager to switch over to this Hanzo.
Yeah, it's forcing the rest of Northwood as well to take this weird angle.
This is really rough.
And you could see it. They're inside of this choke. Seymour is going to eat the
That's
Blizzard,
his second ulti
which is massive. Justin going to grab the first kill. Seymour going to grab the second one here of the point. Prince Wada grabbing the third. Walla grabbing the fourth. Can't even cast it fast enough as Walla going to grab himself a double kill. You also see the little boop going to be coming through as Imp grabs the fifth kill. There is one more member of Northwood that is alive, but it does not matter because they just disengage the scenario. Prince Wada does have the Earth Shatter. Does he want to grab anybody off here? Moira forced to use the ultimate. There's the heal bomb going to be going into the backline. Grabs one member. Seymour grabs one. Stunned up is the point. Does it matter? I'm not too sure because Seymour grabs the second kill. Prince Wada going to grab the third with the Flame Strike. Prince Wada as well. Walla going to finish off this point as they get their first win here of TESPA. They're going crazy.
What a fantastic way for St. Clair to start this TESPA season. Absolute domination. And then, of course, massive props to Seymour, who ate two ultimates in his first game. Got a Graviton and a Blizzard. Both of those absolutely teamfight changing ultimates by themselves. Huge priority, and for him to have gobbled them both up, just made this fight go brutally in St. Clair's favor.
I am out of breath.
I was going to say, do you want me to take play-by-play?
I was getting so hyped. No, you're good. But you're doing an amazing job on analysis. That's why. But
thank you.
Oh, my God. That was a round and a half. Practice pays off, ladies and gentlemen. You saw how decisively the St. Clair Saints took that
domination. Match. Absolute domination, and I'm looking forward to seeing where we're going second.
Yeah.
Not 100% sure as to where we're going. I'm sure we'll figure that out real quickly. But I'm just trying to think. That was just overall a fantastic job. Every team fight went beautifully. They got the two critical picks, and I think a lot of that has to do with, well, Coach Q, who had to sit through, which was the GOATS meta. And let's be honest, that entire meta was you kill one guy, you hold down W, and you go.
Yep. Blizzard tried.
There's a bit of the same. You can kind of see it coming out in this play, too. It's nice.
Blizzard tried everything in their ability to nerf down the GOATS meta, and it just did not work. I thought we were going to send it to a break, but we are not, as we are heading right on over to... What map is this? Do you guys know?
I think this is Paris.
Okay. I don't remember the name of it.
Nope, this ain't Paris.
I'm sounding a little bit like a noob. I'm going to be honest.
It's okay. I'm not doing as much justice right now. But
this is where chat flames. Why are these casters casting if they don't know the map name? All right. Exactly. But they do have 15 seconds just to discuss what heroes they do want to get here on this map. If you guys don't know what type of map this is, then it's a push the payload type of map where both teams have chances to push a payload. First, the attackers have to push this payload past 3 points. If they can do 3 points, then they end up winning the round. If they cannot, though, if the time ends up running out, then it just means that the sides switch.
Yeah.
Who wins it is who gets the payload farther than the opponent.
Yeah, like there are a couple checkpoints.
Yes.
If anything, like that little garage that we had just walked past there that we had saw in Seymour's cam. That is the first one. But other than that, it's just basically judged by distance. So you'll have like one checkpoint plus so many meters. And that's how you'll score this.
My bad. Walla was the first one to bring out the Genji. It did not work.
No, it got shut down real quick.
And he ended up switching over to the McCree. Now the same scenario could happen. Can Walla actually play the Widowmaker is what we're asking ourselves now. It's more of a solo queue type of I was going to say operator, I was going to say champion. It's a hero. As the opponents are going to be getting hacked. But it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't. They're going to be spawn camping and a double kill going to be going over. Prince Wada ends up grabbing 2 for himself. The initial frag as well for the round going to be going across as Walla ends up saying, Caster, shut the heck up. You're going to eat your words. And it's exactly how I did it.
So I was thinking to myself, how do you actually, like, where do you want to set up?
Yeah. Right in front of the base.
I did not expect it to be literally point blank in their face. And this is an extremely aggressive defense. Nice shot there for Wada smoking finesse. But there was a charge in there, and there's 4 kills now on the board for Saints just out of nowhere.
It just goes so fast, so I don't blame you whatsoever. But I loved the format that St. Clair Saints were taking onto this. They had the Widowmaker in their back with Justin on the Ana. And they were just healing each other constantly. It was if they needed it, they definitely had that synergy going to be going across as Justin ends up trying to heal up a couple of these members. Walla ends up being taken very, very low from the Widowmaker. Isn't going to fall, though. So that's one thing that we definitely have to note, as there is going to be a Sombra in the backline. The Flame Strike going to be coming across and ends up taking out one of the supports. Prince Wada says, I don't even care, as he grabs a double kill for himself. Crypt also going to be going down here. On the point is where the Saints need to try and defend, and they're going to be doing it as they end up just sweeping their competition. Walla going to grab 1 kill, as well as Wada, as we got the double W's. Seymour going to be playing very aggressive in front of the enemy point. Also has the Diva Bomb for himself. If he wants to use it at any point, he definitely can, but he doesn't really even need to. Walla going to grab himself a headshot, getting me all hyped over here on the cast. He's looking towards one of these entrances. Can he find the Sombra? We see through the wall as well. He ended up seeing through the wall as he had his ultimate. Nothing going to be happening now, though, as the rest of Saints want to reset here on the point. The Reinhardt being taken very, 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 very low as they all reset.
Jeez, Shatter is ready. The bomb is ready. That was a decent DMP, actually, coming out from Random Ranger. It's going to let them get at least a little bit of ground, finally get some meter onto the board. The Graviton Surge is ready as well. If they might want to combo that up with Sujin, if possible, get that Coalescence out there.
Yeah.
But just finally, with a minute 30, they're finally going to be able to push this thing. That's got to be absolutely brutal to deal with. And there's 4, now 5 ultimates ready for St. Clair Saints. Sen
trying to do as much damage as possible, as Seymour is going to be getting hacked for the time being. The Diva Bomb is going to be getting out. Who does it hit? It hits the Moira right in the back line. Both of the supports are going to be going down. Phineas Amp are very low on HP. Sen as well. The 2 DPS are going to be getting chased off for the time being. They cannot do any damage. Seymour going to be grabbing that last Widowmaker. Widowmaker not doing anything over on Northwood. You got to switch up those heroes if it's not working. 60 seconds. You heard the announcer here on the clock. Can the St. Clair Saints defend them on point 1? Or can Northwood absolutely destroy? Walla just saying, I just want to kill. I just want more kills here. Seymour going to be calling a push here onto the point as
that wall, though, actually is going against them.
So good. Freezing going to be going out as Crypt grabs one imp as well as Walla. You see Prince all over the kill feed now as it just needs to change. Something needs to change with 30 seconds left. Walla saying, no, you cannot change your hero as we're going to just eliminate the damages on the side of Northwood. Northwood not even able to come out of spawn. We've been saying that this whole entire time with 15 seconds left.
I like this, though. They finally slowed down, just group. Just charge in with the Coalescence. You're going to get, obviously, some DPS and some healing. Walla's going to make that difficult, though. A huge snipe onto Random Ranger. But the Widow coming back out here for Snenk, and he's going to try and make it work. The Northwood squad is charging forward, but right into the wall that is St. Clair. Suchin's going to try and just do it himself. Just try and dance around this card as much as possible. That fade is going to make things a little bit difficult.
Yep.
And there we go. Senka finally getting this, actually just straight up beating onto Walla's face, but it does not matter.
No.
2 more go down, make it a third. Just matter of time before they deal with Suchin. That fade, of course, has a huge cooldown as well, so we're eventually going to get caught out. Overtime, ticking down. That
so
is
nice.
It. That is all for that attack.
Reset of mentals have to now come across as the St. Clair Saints are not cheering just yet, as they have not actually won the map yet. Of course, like I just said in the pregame, on how this actually works. Now the St. Clair Saints have to get the point past where Northwood ended up doing it.
Yeah, and it was basically, I think you see it there parked, just right in the intersection, which, to be completely honest, for a 5-minute game, pushing it that far is not too crazy of a task. It is looking extremely good for St. Clair Saints right now, but who knows, Northwood could pull out the hold of a lifetime.
Usually
they're
in
going to
bronze,
need nothing less than that.
When I play in bronze and we're in a scenario like this, I see a Bastion, I see a Torb. I don't know if it's like this in Diamond. I don't know if in Diamond the strat changes and you see it.
Oh my goodness. Good call.
Random Ranger going to be picking up the Bastion. Nothing just yet, though. I was going to say that maybe he could have switched off of it if he wasn't comfortable on it, but no, he's leaping on over to the cart. But this is it. St. Clair Saints, they're going for their tried and true. Seymour going to be switching on over to the Zarya, and that's really the only switch. Crypt also going to be going from the Mei over to the McCree. So just a little bit of a switch, but definitely a needed switch, as it's just a full-on engage comp with Crypt trying to flank and grabbing picks on the sides.
All right, and it's all down to see if they can keep this dang Bastion alive.
Yep.
Which... It sounds like an extremely difficult thing, especially in lower ranks.
Yep.
However, if you're in comp, you've probably dealt with this a couple times. They're going to scout it out. Crypt has the Reflect available if he wants to try and be a little bit of a pest with that onto that Reinhardt shield. But
yep. Payload is going to be moving up as the rest of the Saints already are way farther ahead than Northwood was at this point as they were being caught inside of their base. We see all of the snipers going to be coming out as Crypt ends up grabbing one, and there's the Bastion. The Bastion is already done. Crypt, he's looking for a couple of more as he's in the backline, going to be facing up the Ash. A couple of auto attacks going to be coming in. Does it matter? Yes, it does. Is Walla going to grab the second kill? The double kill going to be going down for him. Prince Awada ends up grabbing the third here, as all they need to do is really just shove the cart over to the extraction point, which is literally right beside them. Tracer now going to be on the point, going to be taken very, very low. Seymour ends up switching on over to the Hamster, and that's going to be it. That's a 2-0 week coming through. St. Clair Saints end up taking this best of 3.
Gosh, they bet all or nothing on holding that corridor, and unfortunately, the Bastion just straight up got deleted. Like all of that pressure that you're banking on, gone within seconds of that team fight starting, and play of the game going over to Prince Wada once he gets that nano boost from Justin. Just able to hold forward and swing that hammer at everything. Cleans house, and Walla getting the little cherry on top at the end.
It's such a nice feeling. Is this it? This is it for the night?
Yeah. Did you know that you were casting Games Done Quick today?
No. I'm a huge fan of the Twitch channel, but never thought I would be casting a speedrun in my life. It's just a 2-0. That's it.
Yeah, sometimes it'd be like that. Just St. Clair looking absolutely fantastic to start the season off. If it sounds like most of their games are going to be happening 9 o'clock on Saturdays, so for anyone else who wants to watch some more Overwatch action, be sure to tune in with us next week as we'll have another TESPA Varsity match. But yeah, there's no more 2 matches in one day, so oddly enough, it's a short night for us today.
That's it. Come back Monday if you want to see some Smash. Come back Wednesday if you want to see some R6, as well as Friday. And the same schedule next week. We've got some League of Legends. We got some CSGO next Saturday.
It's so nice that the full season, like every season, is finally underway.
Yes.
It keeps me extremely busy. However, this is the kind of busy I like to have.
Me too. Me too.
It's a fun week every single week here at Saints Gaming. Be sure to follow the channel if you've not done so already. And I think we're pretty well good. Just want to give a big thank you to you for co-commentating with me. A big thank you to Yeti, our director, and to Pressy for handling all of the observing for League and Overwatch here today. So thank you. And I think that's just about it. So for the rest of this, my name is Mr. Danners, and this is Daniel the Saves One Mana. Sorry if I butchered that, but it's been a long night. I'm tired as hell. Have a great night, everybody.